I've been with the department for 15 years. I've seen every kind of evil a man can show another man. But there's one case I never talk about. Because it's not closed. Not really. It started when I was assigned to recatalog cold cases for digital transfer. Boxes stacked to the ceiling, tapes with fading labels. Most were routine. Then I saw one that didn't belong anywhere. No file number, no case ID. Just one word, written in red marker. Interview room, 04-7. At first, I thought it was misplaced. Until I played it. That's when everything began to fall apart. On that tape, a man predicted the exact details of his own death, 3 days before it happened. And what's worse, he described me. The tape opens on a grainy shot of interview room B. The timestamp reads April 7th, 2014, 10:13 p.m. There's a man sitting at the table, mid-30s, rough beard, eyes wide open, like he hasn't blinked in minutes. No officer in the room with him. He's staring directly at the camera. And for the first 20 seconds, he doesn't move, doesn't even breathe. Then he says quietly, "You're late, Detective Cole." That's my name. But the problem is, I wasn't even with the department in 2014. At first, I thought it was some weird coincidence. Maybe another detective with the same name. But there was no record of any Detective Cole before me. And this tape wasn't logged in any system. I sat closer to the monitor. He was still talking. "They'll find me 3 blocks from here," he says. "Face down. Missing my shoes. And when they roll me over, my mouth will be full of river silt." His tone never changes. Just this flat, cold delivery, like he's reading from a script. Then he looks up again. "You'll watch this tape one day, Cole. And you'll wonder how I knew." I paused the video. My heart was pounding. Whoever this guy was, he shouldn't have known my name. I wasn't even hired yet. I tried to find anything on him. No arrest records. No intake logs. No evidence forms matching that date. The booking form on the tape was fake. The ID number didn't exist. Even the timestamp looked spliced, like someone edited over the original tape. But the room itself was ours. Same chairs. Same stains on the table. And in the corner, you could see the one vent that always buzzed when the AC kicked on. It was our room. No doubt. So who recorded it? I played the rest of the tape. At 19 minutes and 24 seconds, he starts shaking. Not violently. Just a tremor in his hands. He leans forward and says, "It's happening again, Cole. Every time it's you." Then, his eyes flick towards something off camera. And the lights in the room flicker. "You think you're watching me," he whispers. "But I've been watching you for years." The lights go out completely for 3 seconds. When they come back on, he's gone. The chair is empty. And the door never opened. I rewound the footage 5 times. No cuts. No transitions. He just vanished. I checked the old case archives again. April 7th, 2014. There was a record of an unidentified body found near the East Canal. Male, mid-30s. Missing his shoes. Mouth full of mud and river debris. No fingerprints. No ID. Unsolved. The cause of death? Drowning. But the report noted no signs of struggle. Exactly what the man said in the video. That night, I went back to the viewing room to rewatch it one last time. The monitor screen reflected faintly on the observation glass behind me. And as the tape played, I noticed something strange. When the suspect said, "It's happening again," the reflection behind me flickered. There was someone standing behind my chair. I turned around, nothing. Just my own reflection. But when I looked back at the screen, the suspect wasn't alone anymore. In the corner of the interrogation room, there was a second figure. Still silent, head tilted. It looked like me. After that night, things got worse. Clocks around the precinct started freezing at 10:13 p.m. Same time as the tape. Not just 1 or 2 every clock. Security cameras glitched for exactly 10 seconds each night at that time. Always the same static burst, followed by a flicker of that room. Room B. Even though the room was locked and empty, we changed the locks, did maintenance checks. Nothing. Then one night I saw it again. At 10:13, the monitor in my office blinked to life. No input signal. Just a static frame of the interrogation room. And in the chair sat that man. He smiled. "You're right on time, Detective Cole." He started showing up in dreams after that. Same room. Same flickering light. He'd say things before they happened. Things I'd do the next day. At first, small stuff. Where I'd leave my keys. Which file I'd forget to sign. Then bigger. He said my partner would die in a car accident on Tuesday. I laughed it off. He died Tuesday morning. Exact time. 10:13 a.m. After the funeral, I went back to the viewing room. I don't even know why. Maybe I wanted to see him again. Maybe I wanted to destroy the tape. But when I sat down, there were 2 tapes this time. The original one. And a new one. No label. I played it. Static. Then me. Sitting in the interrogation room. Talking. Same chair, same table. But I'd never been filmed there. Not once. "They'll find me 3 blocks from here," I heard myself say. Face down. Missing my shoes. And then, I reached for the remote to stop it. But my hand froze. Because the reflection on the monitor wasn't moving. It was smiling. That was 3 nights ago. I've tried destroying both tapes. Burned them. They came back the next morning, neatly stacked on my desk. Yesterday, I found a note under my office door. One line written in red ink. 10:13, it's your turn. Now, every clock in my house is frozen at that time. Even when I replace the batteries. The phone rings every night, once, right before the lights flicker. No caller ID. Just a faint, distorted breathing. Then a whisper. "You're late, Detective Cole. If you're watching this recording, check the time. If it says 10:13, turn it off. And don't look behind you. If you made it this far, remember, these stories aren't just tales. They're reminders that some things can't be explained. And some tapes were never meant to be found. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell, and share it with someone who still believes all monsters are human. Because sometimes, they wear a badge.